Jerry's survival story is where everything changes. For 7 seasons, we watched Jerry get rescued, make mistakes, and basically be the family joke. But Season 8 throws him into No Mortland, Episode 8, July 13th, 2025. A crazy post-apocalyptic world where he's completely alone. No Rick to save him, no Beth to fix things, no kids rolling their eyes. Just Jerry, figuring stuff out for the first time. And guess what? He actually does it. He teams up with Mooch Jerry, another version of himself whose family ditched him. Ouch. Mooch shows Jerry this wild interdimensional highway called The Road, where abandoned Jerrys travel between worlds. It's like a secret club nobody knew existed. Jerry has to learn fast. Portals disappear, worlds shift, and timing is everything. The dimensions they visit are absolutely bonkers. There's the blah blah dimension where everyone literally just says blah. Imagine Jerry trying to be patient with that. The frozen dimension shows what happens when the Smith family's dysfunction goes too far. They literally froze to death. The yarn dimension messes with reality itself, and the disco ball and Picasso dimensions are just pure visual chaos that somehow Jerry navigates like a boss. But here's the really cool part. Jerry outsmarts Boss Jerry, this leather jacket-wearing bad guy who leads a gang of bitter, abandoned Jerrys. Instead of panicking like old Jerry would, our Jerry comes up with this clever plan to collapse a dimensional tunnel and take down the whole gang. It's like watching your dad suddenly become John Wick. The best twist? Jerry's real family was searching for him the entire time. Summer's out there actively looking, Morty's hunting across dimensions, and Beth is coordinating rescue missions from multiple timelines. Jerry finally realizes his family doesn't just tolerate him, they genuinely love him and need him. By the end, Jerry isn't just surviving anymore. He's actually becoming the hero of his own story. Mooch mentorship is where Jerry becomes the teacher instead of always needing help, and it's honestly pretty heartwarming. Mooch Jerry is basically Jerry's worst nightmare, a version of himself whose family completely abandoned him. At first, Jerry doesn't want to get too close because, let's be real, seeing your own potential failure walking around is terrifying. But as they hop between crazy dimensions together, something awesome happens. Jerry starts giving advice. He shows Mooch how to read the tricky portal signs on the road, how to make tools out of random junk, and even how to talk to the scary bandana Jerrys without getting beaten up. It's like watching your awkward friend suddenly become the cool mentor character. The really sweet part is how Jerry helps Mooch deal with all his abandonment issues and self-doubt. But here's the twist. Mooch teaches Jerry stuff too. Mooch shows him how to take risks, embrace the adventure, and actually have fun with all this multiverse madness. It's a perfect friendship where both Jerrys help each other grow. And can we talk about the Eagle Man nickname? It starts as Jerry making a joke about wanting to work at American Eagle, classic Jerry dream, right? But Mooch starts calling him Eagle Man with genuine respect. Suddenly, this silly retail fantasy becomes a symbol of everyday heroism. Jerry isn't trying to be Rick or save the universe. He's just being a solid, reliable guy who shows up when people need him. By the end of their journey, Jerry isn't just helping another version of himself survive, he's actually learning that all his past mistakes and experiences are worth something. He can make a real difference in someone's life. It's the first time we see Jerry as a leader, teacher, and genuinely good friend, all while still being the relatable, funny Jerry we know. This mentorship stuff shows Jerry finally stepping out of his I need constant help role and becoming someone others can count on. No wonder fans are calling this his strongest character development ever. Respect, recognition. Finally, Jerry gets it. Rick, the same Rick who spent years calling Jerry unemployed and treating him like he's completely useless, actually admits Jerry might need his own thing. I know it doesn't sound like much, but coming from Rick, that's basically like getting a standing ovation. For someone who's been the family punching bag for 7 seasons, this is earth-shattering validation. But wait, it gets weirder and better. In the post-credits scene of No Mortland, Rick and Jerry sit down to watch their favorite survival show Naked and Alone, while being completely naked themselves. Yes, it's gross and hilarious, but it's also kind of beautiful. They're just 2 guys, totally vulnerable, sharing something they both enjoy. Rick is actually choosing to spend time with Jerry, which is basically a miracle. The best part comes later in Hot Rick when Jerry defends Rick, calling him a loving father and grandfather. Rick's response? Jerry likes me now, it's awful. Even Rick's sarcastic reaction shows he recognizes that Jerry's opinion actually matters now. It's not just Jerry desperately seeking approval anymore, he's making genuine observations about Rick's character. And it's not just Rick. Beth starts asking Jerry what he thinks about family decisions instead of just making choices for everyone. Summer stops treating everything he says like background noise. Morty actually comes to Jerry for advice on complicated stuff, realizing his dad's life experience is pretty valuable when you're dealing with moral dilemmas. The crazy thing is, Jerry earned this respect not through some dramatic gesture or by becoming someone completely different. He got it by being consistently competent, staying emotionally stable when everyone else is freaking out, and just showing up. He proved that being present and reliable is actually a superpower in this chaotic family. For the first time ever, Jerry isn't the guy everyone laughs at. He's the guy they actually listen to and respect. And honestly, it's about time. All of Jerry's hidden strengths come out in Season 8. And it's wild. You might remember back in Season 4 when Jerry accidentally became a superhero with that invisible garbage truck? Fans went crazy with theories about Jerry having actual invisibility powers. Turns out they were kind of right, just not in the way anyone expected. Jerry's real superpower isn't literally disappearing, it's that everyone constantly underestimates him, which actually becomes his biggest advantage. Think about it. Rick dismisses Jerry as too dumb to worry about, so Jerry can watch and learn Rick's methods without Rick getting defensive. Beth thinks Jerry can't handle emotional stuff, so she doesn't interfere when Jerry's actually being the family therapist. The kids see him as harmlessly irrelevant, so Jerry can influence their decisions without them even realizing it. This invisibility works amazingly well in Season 8's multiverse adventures. In No Mortland, Jerry moves around gathering intel, making allies, and figuring out portal politics, while enemies completely ignore him because they expect him to be useless. Meanwhile, Rick announces himself with scientific showboating, and Morty's anxiety is written all over his face. But Jerry just blends in and learns everything he needs to know. The genius of Season 8 is how it transforms this fan theory from Jerry has magic powers into Jerry's ordinariness is his magic power. He's not hiding from sight. He's hiding his potential until the perfect moment to surprise everyone. It's like being the underdog in every movie ever, except Jerry figured out how to weaponize being underestimated. Where other seasons made fun of Jerry for being overlooked, Season 8 shows him turning that into his greatest tactical advantage. Jerry discovers that a lifetime of people not taking him seriously created the perfect conditions for exceeding their expectations. His camouflage isn't about disappearing, it's about revealing his capabilities at exactly the right moment for maximum positive impact. Basically, Jerry turned being chronically undervalued into his most reliable superpower. And honestly, that's pretty brilliant. Jerry's moments to shine make Season 8 different. The writers finally stopped pulling the rug out from under Jerry. You know how it used to work. Jerry would do something awesome, we'd get excited, then boom, it gets turned into a joke and Jerry's back to being useless. Not this time. Season 8 actually lets Jerry win and stay winning. Let's break down his biggest moments. In The Last Temptation of Jerry, Episode 4, Jerry gets turned into a werebunny, which sounds ridiculous until you see how he handles it. Instead of freaking out or using his new powers selfishly, Jerry adapts like a pro and uses his abilities to help people. The episode keeps the humor but pairs it with genuine badassery. Jerry's funny and competent at the same time. Then in Ricker Than Fiction, Episode 7, something incredible happens. Jerry saves Rick and Morty by being smarter than them. He uses his knowledge of movies and storytelling to literally rewrite their reality and get them out of a deadly situation. This isn't Jerry getting lucky, this is Jerry being the strategic genius while Rick and Morty are stumbling around confused. Mind blown. And obviously No Mortland, Episode 8, is Jerry's ultimate showcase. He navigates the multiverse, outsmarts a gang leader, teaches survival skills, and basically becomes the interdimensional hero nobody saw coming. Each victory builds on the last one, proving Jerry isn't just having a good day, he's genuinely evolved. The critics are going crazy over this transformation too. Screen Rant basically said, Jerry finally gets his moment. But it's way bigger than just a moment. It's a complete character revolution. Film Fugitives called Jerry the most mentally and emotionally stable person in the Smith family, which is hilarious but also totally true. Even Games Radar Plus is praising Chris Parnell's voice, acting for making Jerry feel real and heroic while keeping him funny. The bottom line? Season 8 proves Jerry can be smart, funny, and heroic all at the same time without the writers immediately making him look stupid again. Finally, Jerry gets to be awesome and stay awesome. Jerry's growing role in Season 8 isn't just about individual competence, it's also about how he fits into the family dynamic. Jerry's becoming the family's secret weapon, and honestly, it's about time. Instead of being the guy everyone ignores or makes fun of, Jerry's turning into the person who holds this crazy family together. And the best part? Everyone's starting to notice. Look at Summer during the whole No Mortland situation. Instead of her usual teenage, whatever attitude about Jerry, she's actively helping search for him across dimensions. That's not just concern, that's Summer realizing Jerry's adventures actually matter and have real consequences. She's treating him like a legitimate family member whose safety is worth fighting for. Morty's change is even more obvious. Remember how Morty used to ignore everything Jerry said and only listen to Rick? Now Morty's coming to Jerry for advice on family stuff and moral dilemmas. Morty figured out that sometimes you need life experience and emotional intelligence, not just scientific genius. Jerry's becoming the dad Morty actually wants to talk to. And Beth? In The Last Temptation of Jerry, when Jerry's dealing with his bunny transformation, Beth doesn't treat it like a medical problem she needs to fix. She supports him like an equal partner who can handle his own weird situations. That's huge character growth for both of them, Beth respecting Jerry's competence and Jerry not needing to be rescued. But here's Jerry's real superpower. He's become the family translator. When Rick's being too cold and logical, Jerry explains it in a way the kids can understand without getting traumatized. When Beth's being too clinical, Jerry adds the emotional context everyone needs. When the kids are being impulsive, Jerry provides the steady adult perspective that actually makes sense. Jerry isn't trying to be the loudest or smartest person in the room. He's being the most helpful one. He's like the family's emotional support system, making sure everyone can communicate without everything exploding into chaos. The result? Jerry's not just tolerated anymore, he's essential. The family works better when Jerry's involved, and everyone's finally starting to see it. Jerry's transformation from zero to hero operates through a fundamental rewiring of his relationship with adversity. Think about early Jerry, panicking at everything, waiting for someone else to save him, accidentally stumbling into success, and then immediately messing it up. Season 8. Jerry is a completely different person. He sees a problem, thinks it through, and actually solves it himself. It's like watching your anxious friend suddenly become an action hero. The progression across his big episodes is perfect. The Last Temptation of Jerry shows us Jerry can handle weird supernatural stuff without losing his mind. When he turns into a werebunny, he doesn't freak out or go on a power trip. He adapts and uses his abilities responsibly. It's Jerry proving he can be trusted with power, which is step one of any good hero journey. Ricker Than Fiction takes it further by making Jerry the smartest person in the room. His years of watching movies and understanding stories suddenly becomes the exact expertise needed to escape a deadly fictional universe. Jerry saves Rick and Morty not through luck or accident, but because he knows things they don't. It's incredibly satisfying to watch Jerry's useless pop culture knowledge become literally life-saving intelligence. Then No Mortland completes Jerry's hero transformation. He's not just surviving or getting lucky anymore, he's leading. He defeats Boss Jerry, who represents Jerry's dark potential, mentors Mooch Jerry toward redemption, and navigates complex interdimensional politics. Every action shows confidence, courage, and genuine leadership skills that nobody knew Jerry possessed. What makes Jerry's heroism special is how achievable it feels. He's not getting cosmic powers or becoming a genius scientist. Jerry becomes a hero through patience, empathy, practical problem-solving, and emotional intelligence, stuff regular people can actually develop. His victories inspire because they prove that ordinary people can become extraordinary through sustained personal growth and making good choices. Season 8 turns Jerry from the show's biggest cautionary tale into its most inspiring success story. Jerry proves that anyone can become a hero if they keep working on themselves and never give up. Jerry's future is looking absolutely incredible, and honestly, the possibilities are endless. Season 8 didn't just make Jerry competent, it gave him a whole new set of skills that nobody else in the family has. He's now the only Smith family member who understands the road and can navigate interdimensional politics from a regular person's perspective. That's huge. Think about what this means for future episodes. Jerry could lead rescue missions to help other abandoned Jerrys across the multiverse. He could become the family's go-to guy for situations where Rick's blow-everything-up approach won't work. Imagine Jerry having to negotiate peace treaties between warring Jerry dimensions, or teaching interdimensional survival skills to other overlooked characters. The storytelling possibilities are amazing. His relationship with the family is also in the best place it's ever been. Morty trusts his advice, Summer respects his efforts, Beth sees him as a true partner, and even Rick admits Jerry's capable. This makes Jerry the perfect bridge between everyone's different personalities. He can translate Rick's genius into normal person language, help Beth balance logic with emotion, and guide the kids through complex moral situations. Jerry's also proven that you don't need to be the loudest or most dramatic character to be essential. His quiet heroism and emotional intelligence are exactly what this chaotic family needs to function. Future episodes can explore Jerry as the stable center that allows everyone else's more extreme personalities to work together instead of against each other. Critics are calling Jerry's transformation realistic redemption, and fans are genuinely excited about where his character goes next. For the first time ever, Jerry isn't just along for the ride. He's driving his own adventures while still being the funny, relatable Jerry we love. The best part? Jerry's growth feels permanent because it's based on real personal development rather than temporary power-ups or lucky breaks. Jerry earned his hero status, which means he gets to keep it. The future is bright, funny, and surprisingly heroic for our favorite underdog-turned interdimensional champion.